Hello and welcome to, well, I almost said Nosgoth News Network, but it's not worth doing that now. This is a breakdown of the Soul Reaver 1&2 Remastered trailer that appeared on the PlayStation State of Play. It's since obviously been reshared on many other platforms and formats here, but I thought it might be worth just going through that presentation and having a look to see exactly what we've got here, exactly all of the different things that crop up, because there is a lot of interesting things in there. Without further ado, let's have a look here. Obviously, I encourage you strongly to go and watch this for yourself before coming to me. Make sure you have the full impact of the original video, and then I'm going to point out some things here and go through and help understand what exactly is going on. Right from the beginning, what we have is we have a warp gate. Straight off the bat there, that is a warp gate from Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver, first seen in 1999. Interestingly, doesn't look like one from the game world. Looks like that's a separate thing. Of course, soon after we have a couple of these images, flashing images from the Soul Reaver 1 FMV opening cutscene. Now, that does not look like it's new footage there. Can't tell necessarily whether that means we are getting any updates to the FMVs. Remember, Tomb Raider didn't, so it may well be that we don't get any updates to the opening FMV. There's nothing to say here. It is all in sort of black and white, so it's obviously supposed to be like a flashback of the old times here of the previous series. So worth looking out there. Also, if you are listening, at the very start there is just a couple of bars, just a few seconds, a brief outlet of Ozar Midrashim. Now, Ozar Midrashim obviously is the Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver theme. It's something that is very well known in the franchise. It's been remixed numerous times and used essentially as Raziel's theme or Kain's theme in Soul Reaver 1, Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance. It's kind of a leitmotif that's very heavily associated with Soul Reaver and the Soul Reaver series. Now, interestingly enough, if you know of the background of that piece, that didn't actually start out as a Legacy of Kain theme. That was a piece of music by the band Information Society, and their lead, Kurt Harland, actually worked for Crystal Dynamics. He's the guy who did the music in Soul Reaver 2 and Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2. He was also involved in Defiance, but left shortly after that. But in his younger days, Kurt was the lead singer of the band called Information Society. Ozar Midrashim actually began life as an Information Society song. Kurt took it into Crystal Dynamics, who said, yes, we want that for Soul Reaver. That is quite a famous story. Obviously, perhaps toned down a little, that he was working for Crystal at the time. He didn't just randomly turn up and say, here's a bit of music. They didn't just randomly go, we want that bit of music. He actually already worked for them. But nevertheless, one of those interesting stories. Information Society do tend to sample quite a lot of music. That's one of the things they are most known for. So they sampled a lot of things. The horns from Ozar Midrashim are from an old film called Night of the Hunter. Thoroughly recommend that. But that there is obviously a few seconds of Ozar Midrashim there, being that it's Kurt, it may have come from somewhere else originally. If you still listen there for a second afterwards, it changes The music there changes to the Ruined City theme. Historically, it was associated with Dumar's clan territory, the Ruined City, or the Ash Village in Soul Reaver 1, and was used as the credits theme for that game too. So those are the musical themes there. Again, that does have some bits that are sampled. People have tried to say that it has some lyrics that mean something about being under Janos Audrin's wing. That is not true. In case you've heard that, that's not true. They are just sampled from an old Hollywood film. So carrying on with what we've got here, we have the warp gate again, and out steps some familiar blue feet interspaced with shots from the old FMV here, and a slow pan up the legs to reveal our guy Raziel, looking very, very new. Now this here, he pulls out the Wraith Blade. He pulls out the wrong Wraith Blade, if I'm honest, but that's got to be done for the rule of cool. And to be honest, he looks stunning. Now this, at this moment, pulls something very interesting. It shows that this in itself is not it's not gameplay. It's not something that is done in engine. This seems to be a fully pre-rendered cutscene, which does two interesting things. It means, one, they can work on cutscenes, so maybe we need to rethink whether we're getting a cutscene update. But it also shows that they're willing to put some money on some original cutscenes. So that is a new piece of footage. That is a new bit of information there. That is something they've had to have put money down on. So it demonstrates a bit of faith in the franchise that perhaps you didn't think existed before. It's definitely there. So let's carry on. If you were listening to the soundtrack before, you can note once again it's changed just there. That now has changed to a different track. That is Sanctus Christus, well-known musical piece that has a bit of history with the franchise. It has been used previously for one of the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. It was one of the original trailers. Used Sanctus Christus as its background, and so it's got a bit of a history with the franchise, as you might say. It's also got a bit of a history with this channel, because my partner Raina Audrin does like to use Sanctus Christus and remake that trailer every so often. So she's done it for the alpha content. She did it for her HD remaster. I wonder if we've got another Sanctus Christus video in us. Now we're into the gameplay, and now, whoa, those first shots. Okay, so we have the first shot there, Raziel walking into the Waterglyph altar, and it changes. It does the swipe as we come across, and you see the original version of the Waterglyph altar quickly replaced by the new one. It's a very, very, it looks stunning. And next after that we have, what do we have? That is the Sanctuary of the Clans, the bridge across the Sanctuary of the Clans, and Raziel using the Force Glyph, followed up quickly by the Dark Forge of Soul Reaver 2. And jumping and gliding across a shadow bridge. Very nice. Nice close up of the wings. Drowned Abbey, smashing some windows. The boat scene there, and the Rahab boss fight, smashing some windows there. Next into some fights with some Seraphan warriors. That is not Seraphan, sorry, excuse me. That is a vampire hunter. So you can catch a glimpse of what the new vampire hunter ladies will look like there. Those are vampire hunter pikemen. They are ladies. They are pikemen. The explosion of Duma's furnace is next. You get a brief glimpse of that before we move into one of the first big character reveals. Now, this is Melchiah. Oh, yeah, you gotta like that. You gotta like that. Okay, so one of the concepts of Melchiah was that he was a mass of skin. He was made up of all different body parts and all different bits he'd stolen from other people. This was stuff that was in Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. It's just very, very hard to see it. And here, yeah, they've brought that out. You can see the skulls poking through his body. You can see that his fingers are legs. He's got other people's legs. And just the way he moves there's like a random arms and legs sticking out of him. That is gross, and I love it. Obviously that is all stuff that was originally there. If you go and look in the original graphics of Soul Reaver, that is stuff that is there. It's just harder to see in the textures. Whereas now they've made it fully realized. They've brought it out. It's disgusting and amazing, and I love it. Okay, next up, brief view of a Soul Reaver, a transition from the spectral realm. In Soul Reaver 2, that is the Sanctuary Cathedral area there. And now we've got some more Soul Reaver 2 content. That next shots we get is a vampire hunter swordsman. There again, looks like he has an updated model there. Raziel, again, that Raziel model looks perfect. I mean, if anyone remembers the Hilden's models, obviously these can't be the Hilden's models, but right up there with the Hilden models in terms of looking amazing and fantastic. The environments, of course, looking spectacular. Some more fighting in the sanctuary area. Again, some pikemen and some swordsmen battling Raziel there. Some beautiful features there. Oh, very nice. Okay, the next shot we have of Raziel sipping the soul of a human in the human citadel. That was something that, again, wouldn't know about it unless you read the manuals and that sort of thing, but that is a mechanic that was in Soul Reaver. You can go up to a human, providing you have got a decent reputation dynamic. This is one of the little secrets, shall we say, of Soul Reaver. If you don't harm the humans, then the humans will worship you. They won't attack you. They won't run away from you. So you can build up a good reputation with the humans. If you do so, then the humans will kneel before you and sort of pray to you and see you as an avenging angel. And those humans, you can actually sip their soul. You can take a slight drink from them to recover your soul energy. And this is what Raziel's doing here. Doesn't kill the human, knocks them out, makes them go faint for a bit, but it will allow you to recover your health without hurting the reputation dynamic. And again, we have a very nice close-up of the model for the human there. It is amazingly upgraded from what was there before. Quite stunning to look at there. So let's move on. What have we got next? Oh, the Elder God. The Elder God in the subterranean pillars chamber in Soul Reaver 2. Again, looking very nice. Now we have another swipe shot here. The Light Forge in Soul Reaver 2. And again, a nice shot at that Raziel model, again rushing down the stairs with the Dark Reaver. And Light Big Guy. That's the statue in the Light Forge there, giving us a nice praying animation, and of course the shots are as Raziel activates the Light Reaver in Soul Reaver 2 there, the big dynamic sort of fireworks and visual effects that go on there. Let's see what's coming next. And more FMV. This time, Kain coming through with the Soul Reaver, and a little bit of dialogue here. And now the dialogue you're hearing is bits that are remixed from the existing game. They are repurposed to fit sort of the theme of the remaster. They are bits highlighting the past and saying about the future here. And notice here that Kain has lip sync. Now again, does that imply that Kain has lip sync in the game? Because there were Soul Reaver 1 and 2 were at the border where that became a thing. Soul Reaver 1 did not have lip sync. Soul Reaver 1 had the head bobbing, that sort of thing. The mouths didn't move, but the heads did to convey movement. Whereas Soul Reaver 2 was into the stage where it was lip synced. So it will be interesting to see if they bring that up to scratch. Does Soul Reaver 1 have lip sync? So yes, we have Kain come through the portal, put the Soul Reaver down, and very nice shot. Give in to it, Raziel, as Raziel manifests some, well, I'm not even sure how to describe that, some spectral looking wings along with the Wraith Blade. Again, this is the pre-rendered cutscene. This is done purely for rule of cool, but you got to say that does look pretty epic there. And there we go. There is the splash screen. Very nice little thing there. That last screen here, it almost looks like it is one of the old style concept arts where you would get all the characters facing different directions. So there we can see Mobius, we can see Ariel, we can see Kain, all around the crouching figure of Raziel with the Light Reaver outstretched, crouching on the balance pillar there, the corrupted balance pillar, and all around it looks like to be the Elder God. So that is, again, stunning piece of artwork there. And so yeah, we have pre-orders are available now. Have you pre-ordered yet? So yeah, again, and all of the company logos: PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Aspire, and Crystal Dynamics. Interesting to note there as well, you have a new logo. Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. Interesting to see that the Legacy of Kain part seems to be quite similar to the Legacy of Kain series sort of font that was used for Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2 and Blood Omen 2 when they were trying to sort of use Legacy of Kain as an overarching title. But the rest of it looks kind of more towards the Soul Reaver iteration of it. However, they've simplified it down, so there's less ornate curls and sort of things on the letters. You can see they've kind of made them a little simpler there, but then kept the core elements of that. So you have this kind of refreshed Legacy of Kain logo, this refreshed Soul Reaver logo with 1 and 2 Remastered at the bottom. So there is a lot to take in there. Honestly, it looks like this will be fantastic. Obviously, I have some knowledge of someone who's worked on a remaster before, and this is so much beyond what's been done previously. It is it's fantastic to see this finally get its way back, and to finally have that Soul Reaver remastered experience that we've been waiting so long for. I definitely know what I'm doing over Christmas. I am going to be picking this apart every single day. Honestly, I cannot, there are no words to say just how happy I am about this. It looks epic. So thank you. Thank you everyone who was involved. And let's just see how this one plays out. It's such a good time to be a Legacy Kain fan. Okay, I think that's all for now. So until next time, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to come out in the coming weeks and months. So I look forward to that. I look forward to discussing it all with you, and documenting it all for the wiki. Until December 10th, hold your breath. No, don't hold your breath. But let's see what we can do for the series now. Until next time, Vae Victus.